And so that outside of the thing that brought you to the dance, you just dived right into MrBeast Burger and Feastables. So this is a whole nother industry. Like, what was that like?
Well, so Beast Burger, we kind of it was supposed to be like just a pop up. Like
Yeah.
we just partnered with someone who had 300 restaurants, and we're just like, you know, um, let's just sell Beast Burgers for a day or two. Let's see what happens. We didn't really think it would be as big as it was, but those first like that first day, we do 6 figures in sales, and they all sell out, and they're running to local WalMarts. They can't keep up with the demand, and it's like, okay, well, maybe let's just leave it open a week, whatever. And we're just doing crazy revenue, and it's like, okay, well, let's add some more restaurants and let's just leave them open for a month.
Mhm.
And we're just still doing 6 figures a day. And it kind of just went from this thing that was, I don't know, I didn't really plan on running a restaurant chain, but here I am.
But didn't that, in some sense, also open your mind to something like Feastables?
Feasible is something I've always wanted to do because I think just in general, American snacks are just full of so much horrible ingredients, to be honest. And they're not, I don't know. I feel like there also just hasn't been any innovation in American snacks in quite a while. And so that's just something I've always been pretty passionate about. The thing, we built that from scratch. So we hired the CEO and built a team around him. And we spent probably over 2.5 years before we even launched, just like building the right team, figuring things out, and making sure it was actually ran the way I wanted. Um, which Feastables has just been crushing. It's very interesting. This is something I've never talked about publicly, but having products in retail, it's like before Feastables, everything I had done was online.
Mhm.
So if you wanted to, anything from the quote unquote Beast brand, you'd have to buy it online and ship it to you. But Feastables, now that, because our first product, chocolate bars, we started putting that in retail locations. So, like, for example, Walmart, it's it's crazy. Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense how, if you're, which I guess it does for, because we get 100 million views video. So a lot of people know us. If I go stand in Walmart, those people recognize me and
Yeah.
ask for photos. Like, if I stood there long enough, I could take 150 photos today in Walmart, or 200, whatever it is. So obviously it makes sense those people go find Feastables, but then you just multiply that by every Walmart in America, and it just
Yeah.
gets so crazy. And I didn't think we'd be doing the kind of revenue we are. And we're about to launch in some other, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so whatever, but
Yeah.
other big retail, locations and convenience stores. And like by the end of next year, we could be in like 40, 50,000 locations. And the numbers just don't make sense. You know what I mean?
What are some interesting challenges about scaling there that surprised you?
The biggest problem, which I didn't think would be, was just keeping the shelves in Walmart stocked. To be honest, like
So that supply chain.
it was brutal. Well, even then, sometimes like you get them the stuff, and they're like it takes them like a day or two to put it out in that specific location, and I had to stop promoting it because every time I'd mention it, like 40% of people would just be like, "It's not there. It's not in Walmart, or I can't buy it." And so there's like a 3-ish month period where I just didn't promote Feastables because I was scared that someone would go buy it and it's just not there. And so like
Right.
it took us a very long time to catch up to the demand. And also, it's not like we have unlimited money. So I didn't but now we're relatively caught up and keeping up. But it's gonna be interesting because now this year in 2023, we're gonna basically, you know, 10x the amount of locations we're in. So we're gonna try to launch new products. So we're in for an interesting ride. But yeah, I hate when I tell people, like, hey, go try this product, and then they go in their local Walmart and eventually other places,
Not
and it's
there.
not there. It's just so brutal, you know. They made that whole journey out there and they couldn't get it, and so that was really it. Besides that, no, it's been doing way better than I ever thought, to be honest.
Uh,